Hey guys, my name is Dice Rollin'. Today we're taking a look at some facts you didn't know about the second most well-known Scooby-Doo feature film. Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost was directed by Jim Stenstrom and stars one of the OG voice casts who brought the gang to life. While attempting to have a relaxing vacation, the Scooby Gang is faced with the mystery of the spirit of a vengeful witch. However, not everything is as it seems in Oakhaven. This video was requested by Bronson Wright Wolf. So without further ado, these are some things you didn't know about Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost.
Dreadful darkness, hear my cry. Bring back one who cannot die.
If you're a country fan, the artist responsible for this rendition of the Scooby-Doo theme song may sound familiar. That's because Billy Ray Cyrus is responsible for it. Ben Ravencroft served as something of an homage to certain horror authors. Most obvious is Stephen King, who even shared some resemblance with Ben when he was younger. Another author would likely be H.P. Lovecraft. It's possible that Ben inspired the existence of H.P. Hatecraft in Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated 2010. Ben strongly resembles another villainous character in a supernatural animated story, this being David Xanaxos, the antagonist of Gargoyles, 1994. Aside from Scooby-Doo and Batman the Brave and the Bold, 2018, this is the only time a member of the gang expresses displeasure at being referred to as meddling kids. The story featured in the newspaper Ben is reading mentions a case involving a moat monster. This is in reference to Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, 1998. Mayor Corey was based on Mayor Vaughn from Jaws, 1975. The man wearing plaid and overalls makes another appearance in Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders, 2000. This is the first time we witnessed Scooby having a disliking of Bones. This was the first time we were introduced to the Hex Girls. You can thank Josie and the Pussycats for the Hex Girls as they were inspired by those characters. Though Jennifer Hale, Kimberly Brooks, and Jane Wiedlin voiced the Hex Girls, their singing voices were provided by different actresses: Terry Wood, Angie Jerry, and Gigi Worth. It's possible that Sarah's spellbook inspired the Tome of Doom in Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem 2004. There are anime influences in some of the background character designs, as well as during Ben's true intentions being revealed. Tim Curry's characters in this film, and Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King, have opposite character arcs. Here, Ben is perceived as an ally to the gang, but turns out to be the bad guy. In Goblin King, the Goblin King in question appears to be the bad guy, but is revealed to be an ally to the gang later on. How the gang tossed the spellbook back and forth is mirrored in Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, 2004, and Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated Come Undone, 2013. However, in contrast, these movies depict Scooby being the one who finally captures the object of interest, and saves everyone. This is one of the very few times where it's insinuated that the antagonist died. The scene where the gang performs alongside the Hex Girls is a reference to the original concept for Scooby-Doo. In the late 60s, the show was conceptualized as a group of teens who were a band that performed while also solving mysteries. In addition, the instruments that each of the gang are shown playing would have been the ones they would play if the original concept had stuck for the series. With the success of Zombie Island, Warner Brothers decided they wanted more control in the creative process. Thus, they hired live-action writers. Originally, the movie ended with the reveal of the witch's ghost being faked. The twist of the real ghost was added by Glenn Leopold, so that it would continue the real monsters theme of Zombie Island. Before Tim Curry was cast, Maurice LaMarche was considered for the role of Ben Ravencroft. Billy West was unable to return to voice Shaggy, as he was already involved in Futurama 1999. Stenstrom considered Rob Paulson, Jeff Bennett, Danny Cooksey, D. Bradley Baker, and Tom Kenny for a replacement. However, the role eventually went to Scott Enos, which resulted in this being his debut as Shaggy. This was the second time one actor played two different characters. The first was Don Messick as Scooby and Scrappy-Doo. While Oakhaven is a fictional town, it is speculated that it is based on Sturbridge, Plymouth, Salem, and Danvers. The inclusion of Wicca in this film isn't quite based in truth. Wicca is a religion that rose to popularity in the 20th century, which doesn't add up with the claims on practices in the 1600s. In addition to this, unlike some religious and ethnic groups, Wicca does not require a practitioner to be descendant of a previous Wiccan. It is not required to be passed down. This film almost inspired a spin-off series starring the Hex Girls. While nothing has come from it, there is still interest on Cartoon Network's part. Tim Curry has stated that the line, "Dreadful darkness, hear my cry, bring back one who cannot die," is his favorite from his acting career. This is primarily because he believes it to be directly referring to Scooby, as he is the one who appears right after the line is spoken. This was the last film released before Cartoon Network reopened in 2000. So those were some things about Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost you may not have known. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. See you later.